Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing all the different mounts in Terraria. We're going to be testing the looks of them. We're going to be rating them on a scale from 1 to 10. We're going to be seeing any special abilities it has, and if it's land or water, and its spirit. So first off, we're starting with the toy tank. This is a Master Mode exclusive drop. Rare, I must add, from the Sand Tank in 1. Master Mode exclusive. Let's see it in action. As you can see, it will shoot at enemies, doing a good chunk of damage. It's actually very strong. Coming in at a nice 41 miles per hour. It has a double jump, so that's always useful, and it jumps pretty high. Next up, we're starting with the Dark Mage's Tome. This is a Master Mode exclusive rare drop from the Dark Mage in the Old One's army. It hovers, going 41 miles per hour when hovering, and 41 whilst on the ground as well. Just like the Magic Carpet though, it will fall eventually, so you can't hover forever. Next up we have the Hexed Branch. Is a very fast mount. It's Master Mode exclusive, rare drop from the Morningwood and the Pumpkin Moon event. Let's test it. So as you can see, we're going at nice 81. It does not have a double jump, but it is very fast. In fact, I think it's the fastest mount in the game. Moving on to the Blackspot. Fun fact, before the 1.4.1 update, this was probably the best mount in the game, because it can fly infinitely, and it used to reach max speeds of about 80 miles per hour, so this thing was overpowered, but its max speed is just 36 miles per hour now, and it's not very special. It's a Master Mode, 25% drop chance from the Flying Dutchman in the Pirate event. Next up we have the Witch's Brew, which is a rare Master Mode exclusive drop from the Pumpkin and the Pumpkin Moon event. As you can see, we're going at 46 miles per hour right now. It's pretty good. It's much better than the Blackspot, which is good because before the Blackspot, you can get it much earlier in the game when it was much easier to get, and it was just 10 times better. Next up we have the Goat Skull, a Master Mode exclusive drop from the Wall of Flesh. Once it hits max speed, it can do damage, and it goes 69 miles per hour, so it's basically just a resprite of the Unicorn from the Blessed Apple. So now we're moving on to our regular old vanilla mounts. Now we are on the Gelatinous Pillion, which is a rare drop from the Queen Slime. On land, it goes a max of 33 miles per hour, but it can fly, and it can reach up to max speeds of 64 miles per hour when gliding. Go check out Adam Chrome E's video on this mount. He's basically explaining how this is probably the best mount in the game, but nobody really uses it, so go check him out. Next up we have the Golf Cart Keys, which can be obtained from the Golfer, which you can find in the underground desert. It's a good 41 miles per hour, and it has a really high jump. It's a pretty good starter mount, I would say. Very useful. Next up we have the Ancient Horn, which is a rare, very rare basilisk drop in the underground desert. It deals damage to enemies when it's at max speed, and it goes 41 miles per hour. And it does have a double jump. This is a very cool mount, very nice looking. I like it. It's pretty cool. Next up we have the Brain Scramble, which is a very rare drop from the aliens in the Martian Madness event. 41 miles per hour, but as you can see, it shoots lasers from its eyes, which is the strongest mount that deals actual damage to enemies. It doesn't have a double jump. Its jump is very high though. good air control with it though. Next up we have the 3 horse mounts. They all go the same. You can obtain them from the zoologist, and they're all the same, but they just go different speeds. This one, it's the basic boring normal one. It goes 46 miles per hour. Next up we have the Royal Gilded Saddle. Again, it looks a little nicer than the other one. Coming in at 46 miles per hour, pretty fast. And then we have this one, and it goes in at 46 miles per hour. So these are actually really, really good for starting mounts because you can get them pretty early on. They don't have double jumps, but they do look pretty nice. We're gonna save the water mounts for later because you can't test them here. So next up we have the Pogo stick. This can be obtained from the zoologist. As you can see, going on land, normally it goes about 28, 29 miles per hour. It's flipping back and forth. But you can jump and it picks up speed. Pretty good mount, I'd say. Can also be picked up pretty early in the game. In fact, I think earlier than all the other ones. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one, the Reindeer Bells. This is Christmas time exclusive. It runs at about, hold on, let's see the acceleration. 61 miles per hour max, but it can fly very, very fast. Max of 80. And it does not fly forever, it will fall down. Let's see. So we're gonna go ahead and return. This is only obtained during Christmas time, so whenever you're out there you can pick it up. I'm not sure where you get it from, but next up we have the Fuzzy Carrot, which can be obtained from 15 angler quests. You can get this pretty early on in the game. It's a pretty good mount. Coming in at 30 miles per hour. It does not have a double jump, but again, this is a starter mount. Most of the other starter mounts are better, but I like this one. It's the OG starter mount. Next up we have the Scaly Truffle, which can be obtained in hard mode in the Underground Crimson. When Pigrons attack, you have a rare chance to get this from killing one. It can glide. Let's see, its running speed has a max of 46. That's the highest it climbed to. It can fly and it can glide, but not very far. It's okay. It's not very maneuverable. Next up we have the Honeyeye Goggles, which is a rare drop from the Queen Bee. It's very slow on land, coming in at only 10 miles per hour. But whenever you're in the air, it's actually a very fast mount. It does get tired after a while, so you have to land, and it'll like do this animation where it breathes, and then you can go back, and it'll start flying. So it's pretty good. You can get it right after defeating the Queen Bee, so I'd say it's pretty good to fly it. Next up we have the Slimey Set, which is a semi-rare drop from the King Slime. As you can see, you can jump on enemies and it will deal damage to them. It's based off of your summon damage. Just walking normally, it's got about 20 miles per hour. And whenever you jump, it can reach up to like speeds of 60. But the thing about this mount, which is so cool, is it has an accelerated drop rate. So you drop faster when you're riding on it than you normally would. So it's useful for getting around like elevators and stuff, and that's kind of useful for boss fights. Next up we have the Blessed Apple, I think 1% chance to drop from any enemy in the Hallowed. As you can see, it reaches max speed of 61 miles per hour. It has a double jump, and it also damages enemies at max speed, as you can see. And next up we have the Drill Containment unit, which is one of the more interesting mounts in the game, because you can't use weapons and it's very slow, but you can destroy terrain super. It's a very cool one. The way you obtain it is through collecting most of the stages of ore in the game, and then you can craft it. It's very difficult to make. I just destroyed that. I'll go ahead and fix that. So, moving on to our next one, we have the Cosmic Monkey. Go away, please. This is a drop from the UFOs in the Martian Madness event. And it's very maneuverable. Builders love to use it because they can get around their builds easily and build. Very nice. It's one of the later game ones, but I like it. Next up we have the Mollusk Whistle. This one you can obtain pretty early on from the zoologist, and it can actually walk on water, which is the really cool thing about it. And I guess we'll go ahead and grab our water mounts, and we'll head on over to the beach so we can test this out. Okay guys, so here we are at the ocean. We are going to go ahead and test out our mounts. So I've already got the Mollusk Whistle equipped, and I'm going to go ahead and take off my Terra Spark boots so you can see how it can kind of swim. It can swim around. It's a very cool mount. It's basically hybrid between land. I'd say it's better in water though because it's much faster. Next up we have the Hardy Saddle, which can be obtained from fishing crates whenever you're fishing. Any time in the game you can really get this. But as you can see, it only goes 10 miles per hour. But that's because in the water this thing is a beast. It can go pretty freaking fast. It can swim, so you don't really need flippers in the water. You don't have to worry about drowning if you have it. And yeah, it looks kind of interesting. I don't know why the turtle's bigger than me. But next up we have the Superheated Blood, which this is my favorite mount in the game based off of solely looks. Because just look at this thing. It's an obsidian lava shell. Anyway, as you can see, it goes 10 miles per hour on the land, but this thing is super fast in the water. Probably one of the better mounts in the game for water. This can be obtained from fishing in the underworld. You can fish in the lava and you'll get obsidian rates, and then you'll have a rare chance to miss it. So that's going to do it for our video today, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe and check out more videos that I post. And I'll see you next time. Peace.